have a look at some of the most important news that made the headlines in the newspapers and across the various digital platforms. Well, okay, let's just begin with the Vinesh Phogat news. Well, the final decision on her disqualification case has been extended to August 16, 9:30 p.m. Well, the decision had to come on Tuesday, which was yesterday, but then the CAS has decided to extend the deadline to August 16, and the final decision is expected on 9:30 p.m. IST, which is 6 p.m. Paris time. Well, this is turning out to be a very nervous wait for Vinesh Phogat and for the Indian contingent at the Paris Olympics, who will be hoping that she's awarded a joint silver medal. So let me just take you through the timeline of the Vinesh Phogat's disqualification case, which she had won 3 bouts in a row to reach the final of the women's 50 kg freestyle wrestling. And her weight on the day of those 3 bouts, before the 3 bouts, was 49.9, but at the end of all those 3 matches she weighed 52.7 kgs. She tried her really best to make sure that her weight falls within the permissible limit of 50 kg on the day of a gold medal match, but unfortunately her final weight was 50.1 kg, and that's why, which was 100 grams more, and that's why she was disqualified for the gold medal match. Vinesh then appealed to the Court of Arbitration for Sport, and her appeal was accepted. She was represented by a group of French lawyers, a group of pro bono lawyers, and the IOA, the Indian Olympic Association, which has interest in this case, was represented by Harish Salve and Vidushpat Singhania, who have provided their additional inputs for the Vinesh Phogat's case. And now the final decision is expected after multiple delays on August 16, 9:30 p.m. IST. Now, after winning her 2 Olympic medals at the Paris Games, Manu Bhaker is set to skip the Shooting World Cup, which is going to take place in the capital city in New Delhi in October, from October 13th until October 18th. Her coach Jaspal Rana has said that Manu will be taking a 3-month break from the game before she decides to come back and prepare herself for the Asian Games and the Commonwealth Games in 2026, and that's why there's going to be a rigorous preparation, and to make sure that she is ready for it, she is going to take a 3-month break now. And in case of the Indian cricket team, well, there has been a swap in their schedule for the T20Is against Bangladesh and England. So the first T20I against Bangladesh, which is set to be held on October 6th, will now not be held in Dharamshala, but instead be held in Gwalior, because there is going to be some renovation work going around in the Himachal Pradesh Cricket Association's dressing rooms. So that's why there has been a shift in the venue. And regarding the T20Is against England, which are going to take place next year, the first 2 T20Is, there has been a swap in the venues. The first T20I is now going to be held in Kolkata, and the second T20I is now going to be held in Chennai, and that's primarily because of the request that the Kolkata police has made to the Cricket Association of Bengal to make sure that their obligations are right in place prior to the Republic Day. And Ricky Pontings, sticking to Indian cricket, Ricky Ponting has made a very interesting comment regarding the Border Gavaskar Trophy result, and the 5-match Border Gavaskar Trophy between India and Australia is set to be held later this year in November and December. And Ponting predicts that Australia have a point to prove against India, because Australia in their past 2 Border Gavaskar series at home, at Down Under, have lost to India, and this time they will look to make sure that they correct their record and be on the winning side against the Indian cricket team. The final prediction that Ricky Ponting has made regarding the Border Gavaskar Trophy is a 3-1 scoreline in favor of the Australian cricket team. And it's also pertinent to mention that India have won their last 2 Border Gavaskar series in Australia. They won 2-1 in 2018 and 2019, and then in 2020 and 2021, India won the series 2-1. Especially, it was a come from behind series victory for India, because they had lost the opening test in Adelaide after getting bundled out for 36 in the opening test, which was a day-nighter game. And sticking to cricket only, but switching to England cricket, well, Ben Stokes will miss the Test series against Sri Lanka, which is going to be held later this month. He has suffered a hamstring injury and is going to be ruled out for the rest of the England summer. And Oli Pope, who has been England's designated vice captain, will be taking over from Ben Stokes for the Test matches against Sri Lanka. Ben Stokes is hoping to be fit for the away tour of Pakistan, which is going to take place later this year. So that's pretty much about it for the morning news wrap. And stay tuned to Sports Today, because we'll be bringing you all the important news and the important stories that are there in the world of cricket and any of the other sports. Thank you so much.